Welcome back, and in this video we are going to learn that how you can animate along with the camera. So this is the animation that we are doing here. It is this one in which we are actually moving around with the text as per the lyrics. How I have created these keyframes, that's what we are going to learn. So let's go here, and the first word that we have is V. But before that, let's see this. You can see that this is going out of our screen, right? So what we will do is we will try to bring it back. How you can do it is you can just decrease the tracking that we have, the space between these words. So you can just double click on it, go to the character section, and then there is a left to right tracking. You can just reduce it and it will come big. It will come something to this one. You can just select it again and then you can bring it to the left. You can just go to the selection tab and then bring it to the left. This is how it will look. So let's quickly do this. So at first we have to just bring our camera to this part, the first word, that is V. So what we will do is we will create a new camera, and then that will be 50mm 2-node camera. We have to just select that particular word, press Ctrl in your keyboard and then press the camera. After selecting both of them, go to view and then look at selected layer. So this is what happened. We will be able to see that the word is in the middle of our animation screen. If you think that this is very wide in size, you can decrease the size or you can bring the camera back. How you can do it is you just need to go to the camera option and then in your keyboard press C button. You have to press it 3 times and then you will find this particular icon. Once you move back, you will be able to see that you can adjust this position. Once you have come to a particular position that you want, you will need to go and create a keyframe. You can just go to the camera option, transform, and then you have to select the position keyframe and the point of interest. Once you select it, you will be able to see the keyframe here. Let me zoom it for you. This is how it will look. If you see the original project, you will find the same thing. You will find that there are many keyframes that I have created starting from the beginning. This is the first one, and then the second one, and then the third one. So let me show you that how you can move to the next word and also rotate the camera. Let's go to our project that we have. I'll just bring it to the front and I will create one more keyframe exactly at 1 second. You can also see the seconds here, and this is the frame rate. I will just click on this dot and then a new keyframe will be made. I will go to another 1 second and then I will need to make changes. That means I need to come to the next word. So how you can do it is you can just select the camera, select the next word that you want, and then you can go ahead to view option, look at selected layer. Then this is how it will look. If the border does not have a gap, what you can do is you have to just click on the camera option and then press C in your keyboard till the time this particular icon comes up and then bring it back. So now if you see it, this is how it will look. This is where our word is starting and then it is going to the next word. There is a problem that the word is not straight. So how you can do it is you can go back to the previous keyframe that we have, the previous one, and make a reference keyframe in the Z position. This is the one, G position. or I mean to say the G rotation. And you can also know that this is the new G rotation just by rotating it like this. So this is where we have the first keyframe, and then we have to go to the next word and just go to that particular section and press enter 90 in your keyboard. Then you will be able to see that the animation is going from 90 degree to 0 degree or 0 degree to 90 degree. Now what you need to do is you need to make sure that the word is visible on screen. So what I'm going to do is again going back to the camera and making sure that the position is adjusted. This is the one, right? So this is how it comes. Now we'll come to the next word again. So before going to the next word, you need to pause in this particular screen for some time. Let's pause for 1 second. That is why coming to the third second now. Again, we have to make a keyframe here, and then we have to go 1 second ahead and then come to the next word. How you can do that is you can just make a click on the word that you want, like this one, makeup, and then just place control in your keyboard and then click on the camera, go back to the view, look at selected layer. So this is how it looks. If you think that there is no such gap between the words, you can just drag it little and this is how it will look. So now again we will go to the next one frame, 1 second, and then make another keyboard, I mean to say the keyframe, and then go 1 second ahead and then go to the next word. And that next word is this, you got me, as per the lyrics. Okay, so to do that you have to just select the word, go to the camera option, go to view and look at selected layer. If you think that it is too much of zoom in or there is no border in this side, you can just bring it back little and this is how it will look. I am going 1 second ahead and then I am going to create another keyframe here as well. So the next word that we have is this one, the spinning word, which is not visible right now, but you can see it is written here. This is where we have to go, and you can see that we have to rotate the screen now. So what we'll do is, before we go to the next keyframe, we will need to create a reference keyframe for the rotation. I'll just select this one and then go to the next frame. This is a suggestion that I have. If you think that your composition is not big enough, you can just go to composition and composition setting and make it little extra. Maybe you will make it 12 seconds as per the lyrics that you have. Just drag all the layers to the last so that it is visible, and this is where we are. So this is where we are on the 7th second, and we have the keyframe, and we will go to the 8th second now. That is somewhere around here, and once we reach here we will have to look at the next word. And we have to also rotate it to 0 degree maybe. Alright, this is going wrong, so we will make it 180 degree here so that it can look straight. We have a next word that is the like, and then we just go here, and this time we won't have to create a Z rotation keyframe because it is in the same rotation or in the same line, right? So but we have to look at this camera. So let's try to do it manually this time. This is the option that we were using, look at selected layer. But if you want to manually do it, then what you can do is in your keyboard you have to press C by selecting the camera and then this is the icon that you will have. So with this you can just bring it up and you will be able to do it manually. It means to say you can just click on the screen and then you can make changes with the position of that particular word. And you can see that now new keyframe has been created. Now we will go and create the next word, that is the last word for this particular project. So let's do it. I'll go one frame ahead. Sorry for that, that is 1 second ahead. And this is where we are at the 10th second. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new text which is missing here. This is the text that we have, that is yo yo yo, and let me just change the color so that you can easily see it. The font that we have, it is impact, and this is the regular word that we have. So I am going to bring it to the bottom by selecting this option. Once I make it 3D, the 3D option that I have, you can see that this is going somewhere else. So if I really want to bring it to the same position, like the position that we have for like the word like, so what I can do is I can just go to that particular word, press P in my keyboard, select the position and copy it, go back to the word that I have and then press V. So this is where it is. And if I just double click on the word and reduce down this size of the word and also decrease the gapping between them, then you will be able to guess and you will be able to make changes accordingly. This is where it is. So I'll just rotate it now, pressing R in my keyboard to select the word and then rotate it. I'll just rotate it somewhere like this. I'll adjust the word and I will bring it to the place where I want it. I'm also playing around with the size as well. This is where I wanted it to be, and then I'll just select it and make it black for now. And then here I have to make a keyframe and the camera keyframe. So I'll just bring my word down here. This is the word that I have. I'll just select the camera, go to view and then look at selected layer. And also I will make changes with the rotation here. But before I make a change of rotation here, I'll have to go to the previous word and make a reference keyframe here. Okay, and then I'll go to the next word that I have, and this is where I will make changes, that is around 90 degrees so that it is visible. If you think that there is too much of gap beside this, so you can just zoom it inside. So make sure that you select in the middle of the screen and then zoom in, because this is how it works. If I select somewhere here and then zoom in, my zoom in will go that side, right? So I need to select somewhere here and then zoom in. You can also take advantage of the grid that we have. This is somewhere here, and then we have some rulers as well as some proportional grid, so that you can make a reference and you can work around. So this is how our animation looks like. First word, then the second word, then we have third word, and then this is where it is going. But it does not look smooth, so I'll just select every keyframe and then go to the keyframe assistance and press easy ease. So what will happen is it will be looking something like this. Okay, and this depends on your, if your audio is slow, if your song is slow, then the keyframes will be different for your lyrics video. But for in my case, the lyrics is fast, so that's why it is being completed within these 10 seconds. Okay, so obviously you will have to listen to the song and then play around with the speed of those rotations and those keyframes as per your choice. You can easily select them and make it left or right so that you can cover the part. So in our next video that we have, we will actually understand that how to arrange these layers, because you can see here that my words are coming up like a typography style. So they are not present there from the beginning, they are just coming up as per the lyrics. That's how you feel when you listen to the song. Okay, so we will go ahead and learn that in our next video. So till then you need to check the other videos that we have, and if you have already checked, then that's good. You should always try to practice. You can make your own songs and make your own ideas on lyrics, and maybe you can also make a explainer video as well. So see you in the next class.